Hello guys, I would like to show you my latest add-on that I'm working on. You can use your own library with other render engines. For example, here I've got a prepared scene for Blender. I need to change the environment for cycles, Octane and Luxcore. It's all the same for all engines, and environment is from 3D collection, I think. The installation of the add-on goes through Preference, Install from Disk, Material Converter. Here you've got some kind of options to choose. For example, for Octane you can choose Universal Material or Standard Surface Material for the conversion. And for Displacement you can choose Texture or Vertex Displacement. For V-ray, you can only choose Displacement for using the texture resolution or prefer your own resolution to choose. From the documentation of V-ray, I know that they prefer to use texture resolution. And in kind of Luxcore, you can choose or Material or Modifier. Material use the nodes, and Modifier creates the modifiers. Here you can choose whatever you want, and that will be read in transmission. Let's get to first of all, we are going to convert it to Luxcore, but I'm going to show you something. For example, Octane. So it works. It works for the environment and everything, but the color space is different. You have to change it always to raw. Anyway, I would like to show you that some of the buttons are red, and that means that they are premium, so they are not in a free version. You can install them by, for example, if you choose this one, you've got a message that is a premium feature. You have to go to my website, but there is nothing. I think about patronize it or patronizing Patreon. Use Patreon for it. So currently it's moved to my website, and there's nothing to do with it. Anyway, if you've got from Patreon, for example, you can install, for example, Octane, and now they are available to use. I'm going back to Luxcore because I don't want to change the I don't want to change the color space. No. Later on I need to change it for other camera. For now I'm using, for this test I'm going to use the polygon textures and software models. And as you can see, there's no shaders for imported models. In this case, I'm going to use Convert All. I need to choose something. Here you see that it has got only cycles, nodes. If you change to Luxcore Material nodes, you've got nothing. And I converted everything at once. Oh, I forgot to give the floor material. As you can see, there's nothing, but you can go to convert active, and it has, oh, I forgot to change something in a Luxcore mode. Currently it doesn't know that it has got a displacement, but it will be known in the future. Bump will be deleted. You can choose you can use my add-on to change the labels of the nodes, because they are connected with these. If you import them from Polygon, they got your own label, and to change it, you can type it, displacement, or whatever you want, or you can check the node, select the node, press E, and then you've got a menu to change the labels, so you can change the displacement. It could help sometimes. And if you are going to go convert it now, oh, we've got the version for the of modifier. For this purpose, I'm going to change it for a preference. Luxcore to material, and then we've got displacement nodes. Subdivide, 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 subdivide. How it works? I'm going to give some displacement. Let's check if it doesn't. It work. It works, but it's too strong. Okay, so it works. As you saw, I didn't have any problems with transferring all models to other render engine. Okay, so now we are going to work on a Octane version. My converter shows up here and here, but only in a good workspace. I need to change to the other workspace of shader editor, and now we've got it here. If we stay with, for example, Luxcore, I don't think that some people use all the engines, but if you would like to know that if you are going to work on Octane and press convert button here, the workspace will be changed to the correct one. And now we've got universal material, I see. It has got the same BSDF model as principle, not here, but I'm going to change it for universal standard surface material, because the add-on that came with, not add-on, that module came with Octane only can transfer to universal, and I had asked to give possibility to use standard surface material. So we can delete it, or we can just press, oh, it doesn't. So it will be faster if we delete it and convert. And now we are using the standard surface material. All the settings are read from here. So if I going to change lamp version, it will be, when I clicked once again, it will be transferred. Okay, but let's stick with Octane. How I check if it works. We have to change the color space to raw. View transfer. I mean, okay, it works. So let's convert this one. Convert this one. This one. I think about giving possibility to change the multiplier of subsurface weight, because in my opinion it's too big, or maybe there is some other way to make it not so much, because currently I used half of the cycles weight, because if we've got one, it doesn't give us good results. Okay, so convert. That's already converted. Convert. And floor. Here we are going to use displacement that we just here. We've got displacement here, height, if something is missing, I have to press tab to go to edit mode and then to object mode. Okay, so let's go to the V-ray settings, V-ray material. I hope that it will start. Sometimes it doesn't want to start render. Let's check. First, let's change to V-ray environment. It's the same texture. And it doesn't want to start, so I have to restart Blender. So restarting Blender solved the problem, I think. Yes, we've got everything here as it should be. There is no shaders. Let's turn off. Oh, it's already turned off. So let's go through the materials. The same here, because we are in shader node editor, not V-ray node editor. If we change, we can install these two buttons, not this one currently. I didn't have time to implement that, but I'm going to show later on what the other buttons do in other models. Okay, so let's start to convert it. So we've got it. Convert active tool. Sometimes you have to tweak the node value of map value. I don't know why. I don't understand it so much. Okay, so we have to put here this kind of values, not float value. Okay, percentage. So let's go through this one. This one. Take a look that V-ray use glossiness for materials, and if we got a roughness map, not glossiness map, that is not used by default in Blender, we have to invert it to roughness, then invert node will be not transferred, so you are going to use the correct one. The same if you are using Octane, it will be transferred, and vice versa. Okay, so convert active to normal to V-ray, convert, and now it's something different because this model has got a displacement. So I'm going to show some other options. For example, I'm going to cube this cube. Okay, we've got this one, as you can see. And to make it harder, I'm going to use other material. For this one, assigned. And the biggest problem, or I don't know if you can call it problem, is that if you are going to have a displacement, it use object node for it. And I made a possibility to work through this problem by splitting the object into new materials. So, for example, I'm going to work on it. Okay. What's happened? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's well. So the objects were split. You got here a good shader. This texture made the whole process of changing of creating the object mode for it. I saw that there is in this node you've got also the possibility to change the settings of the mesh, so this is not connected anymore. And in my test it should be the same value as displacement amount, but reverse. Let's check if that works. We've got displacement. We can change the resolution or not. And here we can keep continuity. I can give these options to the settings if anyone wants to. And this material doesn't have got object nodes, it doesn't have got shader yet, only cycles. So let's transfer it to the V-ray. We've got object and and shader, object and shader. Okay, pocket. It works. Okay, so we can also make our own material. For example, delete all and import V-ray textures. Let's go to the Plastrico, roughness, albedo, AO, and we get nodes here. As it's good, it should be inverted. Yes, it's inverted because it's roughness and we are using glossiness. And create basic material. Normal is connected, roughness is connected. Here we've got some kind of multiply. Currently it's only a mix node. And displacement should make a new version of it. And I think it's correct because we've got amount, shift, other settings, 0.5, and that's from preference, I think. Converter, V-ray, displacement, yes, it came from here. Does it work? So it works. Shader. We can change it to diffuse. Maybe it will be more readable. And it works. If you don't want to have displacement, unplug it. Should be faster. Okay, let's delete it, go back to the Luxcore render. I want to show you other option. We have to change the environment to other engines. And if you've got a shader, and if you would like to make your own material, for example here, we have to delete. No, we don't have to delete because it's not using modifier. We can import Luxcore textures. Let's choose this one. Opacity, roughness, translucency, displacement, AO, normal. And here we've got shader, And now we can choose if you would like to have a basic material. For some reason, it's not connected, no problem. And we've got, but we can change it to the translucent Luxcore material. And now I need to rewrite it. We can change it to the good one object. For example, I chose this kind of conversion, but because I would like to change fast between materials. For example, if we doesn't have any transmission here, it's delete, and we want to use it as a translucent material, the new node was made. That's a transmission help, and that is a hue saturation value that make the diffuse brighter and more saturated. So if there is a transmission node, it will be used. If there is any only diffuse node, we are going to have another node that helps here. And if we would like to go back to the basic, then it is connected. Not sure why there is alpha. That it use color slot. I need to check it later. And the other option, I'm going to show it on Octane module. If we are here in shader editor, and for example, we want to send it to the render file or somewhere else, I had someone asked me to give this possibility to delete other nodes. I'm for my own library. I'm not doing it because I want to use it with other render engines. But if you would like to, for example, finished scene send to the render farm or to use in standalone version, it's easy to do by using this one button, and it says that it will remove all other engines nodes from the material in the scene. So it's deleted. Should be also this one deleted. I have to add it. But as you can see, when I'm going to show other engines, all the materials are gone. We've got now only Octane shaders. And that's all.